When we get to Iceland, let's go to the Blue Lagoon, she said. It will be relaxing after our red-eye flight. Iceland responded by causing a volcanic eruption and closing the lagoon 2 days before we arrived. Anywhere with you, with Kristen and Scott. Come experience the world with us. Right before we left for Iceland, we had word that a volcano was erupting. It was erupting right by the Blue Lagoon. They had evacuated the Blue Lagoon. And so until the day we arrived in Iceland, we didn't know whether we were going to be able to go and visit. And we were looking forward to it because, come on, Iceland, thermal hot springs, exciting.
Yes, we had bought our tickets ahead of time, months before, and they said no refunds or exchanges. So we were like, hopefully it will be open, but more importantly, hopefully it will be safe because, there's
absolutely
no reason to jump in geothermal springs when it's like 41 degrees out and then have to get out really fast. I was talking with one of the employees about the evacuation that had happened. He said that it's crazy because you have people from all these different countries, all these different languages and cultures, and you're basically getting them all out of this huge geothermal spa and escorting them back to Reykjavik, which is not close. It's about a half an hour, would you say?
Yeah, about half an hour away.
Yeah, and had to bring them back to Reykjavik in their cold clothes.
Thankfully, the Blue Lagoon reopened the day we arrived. They had 3 packages.
Yeah.
They had the comfort package, the premium package, and the signature package. We ended up doing the middle of the road one. Probably could have gotten by with the comfort one, but you did get a couple drinks and you got some of the masks, the facial masks.
You get a nice warm bathrobe, which is super important because you have to walk out of the building and then descend into the Blue Lagoon in your bathing suit. And it's like 39 degrees out.
So we arrived at the Blue Lagoon and it was the day that we had flown in. It was actually recommended that we do this sort of thing to help us kind of combat our jet lag. And it was very—
Good choice.
Yeah, good choice.
Good choice.
Facilities were very nice. There were like locker rooms they provided for you. Everything was keyed to a bracelet that you had.
Yeah, that was nice.
And then you went out and you were in the Blue Lagoon.
The water is like this kind of weird bluish light turquoise color.
Yeah, like deep aqua. It was like,
yeah,
wow.
it's not like, it doesn't look like your normal swimming pool or your local watering hole. It looks like odd. And it's because of the sulfur, the geothermal activity. You're literally like in and among like old lava rocks. So it's definitely not like swimming in a swimming pool. You can't go under the water without like really damaging your hair. That's one thing that you want to pull
More
it
of
up.
a concern for her than me.
Huge concern, right? I mean, like, girls, do you really want to like have damaged hair because you had to put your hair in the geothermal spa? I think not. My girls, they understand me right here. So either dump a bunch of conditioner on it or wear a cap or just put it up and just don't touch the water. But the masks were really nice. So you could pick a variety of masks that you wanted to experience.
Make me younger, please. I'm ready. It takes off 5 years, 10 years. What are we talking here?
It's a scrub. You do the same that. You said 3 minutes?
So here we are. She's agreed that this will take off 5 to 10 years. And I said that's why I came to Iceland. I will give you my honest opinion on what I think of this treasure.
I will say this, whatever is in that silica mud mask, it did tighten the skin. And I really liked that and thought that was kind of fun and just a relaxing way to start the trip in Iceland.
As you go throughout the lagoon, there are different spots that are actually hotter than the other.
Yeah, kind of like you're praying that somebody didn't pee there.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way.
But it's not. It's just
not.
the
It's genuine. Yeah, it's definitely good.
The heating.
What?
More right.
Oh, it is. They also had a sauna that was a part of that.
Yes.
That you go in. It was hot. We didn't spend a lot of time in there. They had these beautiful waterfalls.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. And you could rinse your hair with that water, but not with other water. So.
I will say that everyone has their cell phones out. Most people, if they're smart, have these protective bags over it. I actually had a gimbal to mount my phone on to help keep it balanced, and it actually shorted out the electronics of it. So wouldn't recommend that, at least not the gimbal I had. You want to go get a drink?
I'm gonna get a drink. Is the water this way?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Swim up bar.
Yeah, that
very
was
nice.
cool.
It was
You're
very
in the
cool.
water and
you swim right up to it.
yeah, and like
Very
they had
cool.
Icelandic beer. They had some like drinks I had never heard of before. Iceland doesn't produce wine because of the climate. However, they do produce quite a few alcoholic liquors, some ciders, some gins.
And there's also an assortment of non-alcoholic drinks if you don't drink alcohol.
Of course.
You can order food,
Yeah.
but food is an extra charge, not included in the package.
And you can't eat it in the water.
No, you can't eat it. You can't eat
That
it
would
in
be
the water.
gross.
That would be gross. One of the things that I know I really enjoyed about being in the Blue Lagoon when we went was you were able to see the volcano erupting a half a mile away. So you're sitting in the water, and the volcano that had evacuated this place, after they were sure that it wasn't going to become worse, they allowed everyone back into the Blue Lagoon. It wasn't really full the day we were there because they were only allowing ticket holders that had ordered their tickets ahead of time, like we did, into the lagoon. But what was beautiful was just to watch this volcano erupting right over the horizon.
It was majestic.
It really was. It really was cool.
There was a little feeling of excitement and danger to it. Like, holy crap, like where else in the world can you be in 31 degrees of weather in a geothermal spa with an Icelandic drink in your hand and with a volcano literally belching lava within your eyesight? Like, it was like otherworldly.
You can eat there. They have a beautiful restaurant that we opted not to partake of, and this store that had all, like you could buy the beauty products, the robes and everything else. You were able to buy that right there, and you explored that store a little bit.
I did. They have another store in Reykjavik Airport as well. So if you don't want to lug around stuff from the Blue Lagoon on day one, you can also pick up the same products inside of the Reykjavik Airport.
And it's so cold outside. It's incredible. It's like 40 degrees, and here we are.
And windy, 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, absolutely
That's
sick.
the worst part. It's not really the temperature. It's like early March temperatures. The wind chill makes it crazy. But I'm telling you, these Icelandic people, you can spot them a mile away. They are unfazed by the temperature, the wind. You can see a tourist from any other country in their eyes and in the way they carry
Cold is in
themselves.
their blood.
Yeah, like punch in, their like shoulders go in, and they look down like they're really concentrating, trying to get from point A to point B. The Icelandic people.
What better way to experience something truly Icelandic than walking into a geothermal spa surrounded by lava rocks and exploring and relaxing in that way.
It was a fantastic experience.
Worth the money.
If you rent a car, you could drive from Reykjavik to there. They had parking. We opted to have our bus pick us up outside our hotel.
It was just easier, guys.
It was easier for us, and we didn't rent a car when we were there, so it made sense. And you can book all of that through their website that we're going to throw down below, and it will be in the description as well.
So what did you think about the Blue Lagoon if you've been there before? Or perhaps you went to its competitor, the Sky Lagoon. Which one did you like better? And what are some of the pitfalls or the pleasures of these locations? We would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for joining us here at Anywhere with You. See you next time.